2 of the 2024 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, who've seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more likely is going to come away with the win.
Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off from Baltimore. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the mustached quarterback from Washington State, Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming a GA and coaching. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at this thing? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before it's brought down. First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. They'll go right back to Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We have an injury timeout now, and it looks like it's for Alexander Madison, who got the worst of that previous play. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. On the shotgun, Minshew. Rolling left, buying some time. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Justin Matabike making that stop. Everybody rushing back to the line. Here's 2nd and 5. Flush down now to his left. Heaves this one for the back of the end. Big gain downfield. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Deontay Hardy to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the 2nd of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
Well, what does Lamar Jackson have in store for us this time around? Now a 2-time NFL MVP. We know he is electricity personified on a football field. Must-see TV. He also knows, and these Ravens do too, that they got to take that final step. Got to get to a Super Bowl and ultimately win it for the 2-time MVP.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Lamar off to play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Will Pause now for an injured player, and no problems identifying who this is. It's a big one, folks. It is Lamar Jackson who's shaken up after that one. Well, Coach certainly won't be happy with that flag, but at least it doesn't reset the down. Still 4. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards, and it'll be Raider football. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Gets out of trouble. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. 1st and 10, Minshew. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to sack gonna cost them some yardage. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Raiders looking to add to their advantage. Minshew working from the gun. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Throwing now from the gun. He's up, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Raiders and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. from the 47. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. He takes it himself. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
This time they'll keep it on the ground. And they had that one contained right at the line. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second.
It's third down and 6.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So at halftime, the Raiders fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Hardy on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubt. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Hardy on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. He's got Andrews. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this one to Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Throwing from the gun here. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jack Jones making that tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
This is Henry on second. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Setting up a throw. He'll get this to Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's Henry on the option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So we're through 3 here. It's Ravens football, and they'll look for some points here, but might just be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's a throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Cake? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. He's... Oh, he lost the football. And the Raiders get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10. It's a give to White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Minshew really pushing the pace.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 11. This will be caught by Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Up the middle, here goes White.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Running on 2nd with White. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Got to hurry this to the line. They send the tight end in motion left.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short. Here's Minshew. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 27.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Vegas first down.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A tight end in motion now. White trying this straight ahead. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds Aguilar. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. To throw here on 1st down. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Look into the air here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw now. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.
You